Natural disasters, conflict, economic crises and political turmoil have increased the vulnerability of thousands of children in Pakistan. In 2008 and 2009, conflict displaced some 2 million people, 65% of them who were children.
We are in a state of war. There's a lot of security problems. Schools have been closed down, so obviously children are more anxious. They're having sleeping disorders. Some of them have witnessed things which are traumatic for them. So all that is affecting the mental health of children.
Children in Pakistan face a variety of serious challenges, from malnutrition and poor access to education and health facilities to exploitation through child labour and child marriage. Their low status in society can leave them victims of daily violence at home and in school, as well as organised trafficking and sexual exploitation.
Poorer children are more likely to have learning disabilities. They are more likely to have perhaps developmental disorders where they have not been given the proper stimulation, the proper nutrition. There's a lot of deprivation, perhaps neglect. Those kind of things would be more common there. And as we know that once a child has been sexually abused, the chances of that child developing mental health disorders is much higher. So that's certainly there. It exposes these children to drugs much more.
Pakistan's maternal mortality ratio is about 276 per 100,000 live births, compared to 17 per 100,000 in the United States. And nearly 1 in 10 children does not survive his or her 5th birthday, with the majority of deaths due to diarrhea, pneumonia or vaccine-preventable diseases. Almost 40% of children under 5 are underweight and lack household sanitation, especially in the rural areas.
Biggest burden of mortality, that is that where are the most number of children dying in Pakistan, that is under 5 years of age, and out of those under 5 years, majority of the deaths take place under 1 year of age, and out of that half of the deaths take place in the first 1 month of life. 1 year of age, pneumonia and diarrhea are the leading killers. If you look at the breakdown, out of 100 deaths, 50 deaths are due to neonatal deaths. These are the children who are less than 1 month of age. And out of the remaining 50, 19% are due to diarrhea and 19% are due to pneumonia.
UNICEF works with authorities to improve water quality, promote household latrines and hygiene, and support school water and sanitation. However, UNICEF is alarmed at the sharply rising infant mortality rate in Pakistan.
And in particular, when we look at the mortality of the youngest children, the children within the first 28 days of life in Pakistan are dying at extraordinarily high rate. Nearly 54 out of every 1,000 children born is dying within 28 days. This means that the first month of life is the most dangerous month that any Pakistani will ever face.
UNICEF, working in collaboration with the Pakistani government, admits much more needs to be done, and soon, for the next generation of children born in Pakistan.
In addition to concerns about health, nutrition, clean water supply, which will all affect morbidity and mortality, the disease rate of children, the death rate, we're also concerned about education, preparing the Pakistani child to be the citizen of tomorrow, economically capable and socially responsible. We are also concerned about protecting children from exploitation, violence, abuse, neglect.
A Child Protection Act has been drawn up with UNICEF support. When approved, it will criminalise abuse and violence against children, raise the minimum age of criminal responsibility from 7 to 12 years and ban corporal punishment. The government must also help the estimated 3.3 million children under the age of 14 who work, many in exploitative and hazardous labour. Pakistan's lawmakers have a race against time to ensure a better tomorrow for its vulnerable children. Experts here in Pakistan believe that the Pakistani government drastically needs to review its healthcare policy. Otherwise, it risks not achieving Millennium Development Goals 4 and 5 of reducing infant mortality by 2/3 and maternal mortality by 3/4. Adil Sabir, Press TV, Islamabad.